Mars has seasons, but they last twice as long. There's a spot on Jupiter, a storm, that's been spinning for 350 years. Neptune has the fastest winds in the solar system. Aurora colors depend on the gas being excited. Oxygen glows green, nitrogen red or blue. Solar winds travel up to 800 kilometers per second. You weigh slightly less at the equator due to centrifugal force. Sunlight is made of photons, packets of probability. Moon dust smells like gunpowder. Comets release gases as they near the sun. Their tails always point away. Earthshine is sunlight reflected from Earth back onto the moon. Mercury has almost no atmosphere. Temperatures swing 600 degrees Celsius. The moon is slowly locking Earth's rotation. Star clusters can drift apart over billions of years. Light bends around gravity, even black holes. The edge of the observable universe is 46 billion light-years away. Your ribcage expands 20,000 times a day. You breathe more through one nostril than the other, and it switches. Fingertips have over 3,000 nerve endings per square centimeter. Human lungs have a surface area equal to a tennis court. Sighing resets your breathing rhythm. Each heartbeat is unique, a fingerprint in rhythm. Hair grows faster in summer. Goosebumps are a vestigial reflex from when we had fur. Blinking helps refresh visual processing. The brain uses more energy than any other organ, 20% of total. Gut bacteria can influence decision-making. Yawning cools the brain. Muscle fibers repair stronger after every tear. Most cells in your body are not human. They're microbial. Even in stillness, your body burns energy just to exist. Your eyes perform microscopic movements even when still. You have tiny crystals in your inner ear to sense balance. The body makes its own antidepressants, endorphins. Your skin is slightly acidic to protect against microbes. The heart has its own intrinsic rhythm. It can beat outside the body. Oxytocin, the bonding hormone, rises with eye contact. Cellular aging is partly regulated by telomeres, caps on your DNA. The spleen recycles old red blood cells. Some parts of your brain never stop growing. Every breath slightly alters your heart rhythm. The brain flushes waste more efficiently when you sleep. Blushing is triggered by adrenaline, a visible emotion. Your spine has over 100 joints. White noise masks irregular sounds and calms the mind. Skin cells respond to sunlight within seconds. Some frogs can freeze completely and still survive. Tardigrades can live in space without air, water, or heat. A whale's heartbeat can be heard 2 miles away. Some octopuses taste through their arms. Certain plants move in response to touch, like the mimosa. Slime molds can navigate mazes for food. A sea cucumber breathes through its anus. Penguins take turns warming eggs during blizzards. Some birds navigate by stars. Parrots can understand context, not just mimic. Bioluminescence evolved independently at least 50 times. Elephants can detect rainstorms from 150 miles away. The lyrebird can mimic chainsaws and camera shutters. Naked mole rats don't feel pain like other mammals. Sea turtles use Earth's magnetic field to return home. Some squids glow to match the moonlight, making themselves invisible. Coral polyps retract when touched, even by shadow. Bees can learn patterns and even count. Dolphins play games and teach others to do the same. A jellyfish species may be biologically immortal. Giraffes sleep only 30 minutes a day. Some spiders use ballooning, floating on silk threads through the sky. Fireflies synchronize their flashes in harmony. Bats form friendships over decades. The axolotl never undergoes metamorphosis. It remains larval for life. Wolves vote by sneezing. Kangaroos can pause pregnancy. The archerfish can shoot insects out of the air with water jets. Snakes smell with their tongues. Polar bears have black skin beneath their fur. Matter is mostly empty space. Electrons don't orbit. They exist as probability clouds. Particles can become entangled across vast distances. Observing a quantum system changes its state. Time may be an emergent property, not fundamental. There's more dark energy than anything else in the universe. Gravity is the weakest known force, yet it shapes galaxies. Energy and mass are the same thing. E equals mc squared. You cannot measure both position and momentum exactly. The act of measurement defines the outcome. Antimatter exists, but mysteriously, our universe favors matter. Space expands faster than light, not breaking any laws. Every particle has a twin, a mirror opposite. Virtual particles constantly appear and disappear in space. Even vacuum is not empty. It seethes with energy. Temperature measures motion. Absolute zero is true stillness. The Planck length is the smallest possible measurement. A black hole's edge, the event horizon, is the point of no return. Nothing can escape a black hole, except information. Time slows near strong gravity. A single photon can interfere with itself. The universe may be infinite or looped. Quantum tunneling allows particles to pass through barriers. A particle's spin isn't spinning. It's a quantum property. Some particles have never been directly observed, only inferred. Reality may be a hologram. The faster you move, the heavier you become. A vacuum is louder than silence. In quantum physics, entangled particles remain connected, even across light years. You are made of quantum decisions made long ago. During REM sleep, your brain waves resemble wakefulness. You cycle through light and deep sleep about 5 times a night. The body is paralyzed during dreams to protect you from acting them out. Some people can control their dreams, lucid dreaming. Dreams often use the language of metaphor, not logic. The brain forgets most dreams within minutes. Melatonin rises with darkness and falls with light. Early humans likely slept in shifts, some always awake. The pineal gland, source of melatonin, is light sensitive. Nightmares process unintegrated emotion. Sleep boosts creativity by reorganizing information. Insomnia increases cortisol levels, the stress hormone. Deep sleep helps store facts. REM helps link ideas. People dream in black and white more often if raised with black and white TV. Animals dream. Even rats and octopuses show REM patterns. A nap of Ts per sec can improve alertness for hours. Your heart rate slows during non-REM sleep. Breathing deepens and lengthens during sleep stages. Jet lag is a circadian mismatch, not tiredness alone. The glymphatic system clears brain waste. Only during sleep. Sleep deprivation impairs judgment before you feel tired. Blue light delays sleep by tricking the brain into daytime. You cannot snore and dream at the same time. Teeth grinding during sleep can be caused by stress. Sleepwalking arises from incomplete transitions between sleep states. Chronotypes, morning or night preference, are genetically influenced. Some people need less than 6 hours of sleep, a rare gene mutation. Waking up during REM increases dream recall. Sleep stabilizes emotional memories more than neutral ones. Night is not the absence of day. It is the presence of repair. Sound travels 4 times faster in water than in air. A human ear can detect pressure changes smaller than a billionth of atmospheric pressure. The shape of your ears affects how you perceive direction. Whispering reduces vocal frequency, creating intimacy through physics. The memory of a scent can trigger emotion faster than sight or sound. A quiet room improves memory retention. Silence strengthens recall. The ocean absorbs 30% of carbon dioxide we emit. A silent ally. Moonlight has been shown to affect plant growth. Your skin can smell. Olfactory receptors are found beyond the nose. Each of your fingers has a unique pressure sensitivity profile. The rhythm of your walking affects your emotional state. Nature sounds reduce amygdala activity, lowering fear. Even a single candle flame flickers with hidden mathematical patterns. Pain perception can be altered by focusing on breath. Some brainwaves synchronize with music, even without lyrics. Reading silently still activates your auditory cortex. Touch activates the same brain regions as emotional connection. The brain has no pain receptors. Surgery is possible while awake. Movement helps anchor memory. Walking while learning improves recall. The tongue can detect 5 basic tastes, but over 10,000 combinations. Your heart has its own nervous system. A little brain. Light pressure on the skin can calm the nervous system. The science of swaddling. Trees grow thicker rings in wet years. A visible memory of rain. Wind moves fastest at the tops of trees. Their crowns dance more than their roots. Most clouds form no higher than 10 miles, yet they appear infinite. Every minute, 500 million cells in your body die and are replaced. The Earth's shadow causes lunar eclipses, a reminder that even darkness has shape. You never see the sun as it is, only as it was 8 minutes ago. Moonlight is just reflected sunlight, a second-hand flame. Shadows are longest when light is lowest. Venus rotates in the opposite direction of most planets. A full moon can make the Earth's atmosphere glow. The sun emits neutrinos that pass through your body by the trillions every second. Rainbows are full circles. We just see the arc. The sky is violet, but our eyes favor blue. During a solar eclipse, temperature drops and birds fall silent. Starlight flickers because of our atmosphere, not the stars themselves. Saturn's rings are made mostly of ice. The universe has no center, only expansion. At sunset, light passes through 30 times more atmosphere than at noon. Clouds look white because they scatter all wavelengths equally. Trees release aerosols that seed clouds. Mushrooms are more closely related to animals than plants. Birds remember faces and hold grudges. Some turtles breathe through their cloacas. Bears can hibernate for months without eating or urinating. Bees have dialects. Slime moles can solve mazes. Ants can farm and herd. Parrots name their babies. Sharks existed before trees. Crows can make tools and teach others. Elephants mourn their dead. Wolves have social rules. Some orchids mimic female insects to attract males. A sunflower tracks the sun even after it's been cut. Giraffes hum at night. To stay connected. Some trees taste bitter when under attack, to warn others. Ferns were among the first plants to colonize land. Bats pollinate over 500 species of plants. The Amazon makes its own rain. Sea otters hold hands while they sleep. Penguins propose with pebbles. Kangaroos can't walk backwards. Camels can drink 30 gallons in 13 minutes. Jellyfish can clone themselves. The axolotl never truly grows up and still thrives. Zebras have unique stripe patterns like fingerprints. Dolphins play games with each other. Platypuses can sense electricity. The planet is alive, not metaphorically, but metabolically. The brain is more active during dreams than while awake. Sleep strengthens emotional memories. Most dreams last only seconds, but feel like hours. Sleepwalkers can perform complex tasks unconsciously. Sleep is necessary for synaptic pruning, clearing neural clutter. The parietal lobe processes your sense of self. It dims in deep sleep. REM sleep increases after emotionally intense days. You can't read in most dreams. Words won't stay still. The sound of ocean waves synchronizes with the brain's alpha waves. Dreams are mostly visual, even in blind people. The falling feeling before sleep is a reflex, called a hypnic jerk. Snails can sleep for up to 3 years. Dreams are a form of virtual reality rehearsal. People who remember dreams have more activity in their temporoparietal junction. Sleeping on your side may reduce your risk of neurodegeneration. In lucid dreams, parts of the prefrontal cortex light up. Sleep cleanses the brain with cerebrospinal fluid. Boredom makes you yawn, but yawns are contagious empathy. Sleep debt alters hormone levels for days. Short naps increase memory retention by 5 to 15%. A full sleep cycle lasts about 90 minutes. Humans are the only species that will delay sleep deliberately. Early humans likely slept in groups, one always half awake. Sleep reduces inflammation. You lose some of your sense of smell in deep sleep. Blue light delays sleep, even from street lamps. Dreaming can continue for seconds after waking. Jet lag shifts your internal clock by about 1 hour per day. Babies dream more than adults. To sleep is not to disappear, but to remember in a different language. Your heartbeat is not regular. It follows fractal rhythms. Even in deep sleep, your body adjusts to your surroundings. Each planet has a unique day. One Martian day is 24 hours, 37 minutes. The surface of your skin is home to 1,000 species of microbes. Some brain waves only emerge during the edge of sleep. Your bones are constantly reshaping themselves in response to gravity. The stars you see at night are often already gone. Crickets chirp faster in warm weather. Their rhythm reflects temperature. In space, your spine lengthens. Astronauts return taller. Bees navigate using the sun's position, even on cloudy days. Breathing slowly shifts your brain into a calmer state. Water can exist in all 3 states, solid, liquid, gas, at once under special conditions. Your brain generates 12 to 25 watts of electricity, enough to power a light bulb. The Earth travels over 2.5 million kilometers per day through space. Emotions influence the immune system. Joy and grief are physiological. Every snowflake begins as a tiny dust particle. Lightning strikes Earth about 8 million times per day. Some animals can see magnetic fields. A single tree can host hundreds of species. Insects, birds, fungi, and more. The human eye can detect a single photon under perfect conditions. Flowers turn toward each other when the sun is gone. The brain processes fear faster than it processes logic. Each heartbeat sends subtle waves of pressure through the brain. Planets have music, radio waves converted into sound. Your body radiates infrared light constantly. Bacteria existed for over 2 billion years before animals arrived. Gravity is a curve, not a pull. A star's color reveals its temperature. The coldest place in the universe is a man-made lab on Earth. Jellyfish have survived 5 mass extinctions. Earth spins at 1,670 kilometers per hour, yet we feel nothing. Each moment is already a memory in motion. Volcanoes breathe, slowly, deeply, through gas and ground swell. Sunsets are longer on Mars. Some rocks record the magnetic field of Earth when they form. Water holds heat better than air. That's why oceans temper storms. The Nile flows north, not because of magic, but elevation. Canyons are rivers written in reverse. Mountains are not permanent. They erode like thoughts. Some minerals grow. Crystals expand like silent architecture. Sand dunes migrate, carried by wind over years. River deltas are shaped by both arrival and surrender. Permafrost remembers the last ice age. The earth wobbles. A movement called axial precession. There is no universal now, only relative time. The moon has quakes. They're called moonquakes. Some lakes are so old, they predate human history. Seasons on Uranus last 21 Earth years. The air you breathe today may have once passed through Cleopatra's lungs. Deep time doesn't move, it waits. Deserts bloom after decades of dormancy. The fossil record is full of gaps, and that too is part of the story. Antarctica has valleys where it hasn't rained for 2 million years. Snowflakes fall at 3 to 4 miles per hour. There's a place in the Pacific Ocean where no one ever goes, Point Nemo. Every coastline changes, slowly, invisibly. The Sahara grows larger each year, and still it forgets. Fire can create its own wind. Lightning strikes Earth 100 times per second. The auroras are the Earth's magnetic field speaking in light. Your liver regenerates itself, slowly, faithfully. Neurons don't touch, they whisper across synapses. A single cell has everything it needs to become you. White blood cells sacrifice themselves in silence. Your skin senses emotion, not just temperature. Blood platelets form invisible bridges when you bleed. DNA is coiled memory, 3 billion letters long. Your heart beats about 100,000 times per day. Tears contain stress hormones. Crying cleanses chemically. The eye is an extension of the brain. Bone marrow makes 200 billion blood cells each day. Your body repairs DNA damage constantly. Memory forms through repetition, silence, and sleep. Your lungs expand over 20,000 times daily. The nervous system is a river of electrical pulses. There are more connections in your brain than stars in the galaxy. Your body carries echoes of every injury. The cells in your intestines replace themselves faster than any others. The brain is 73% water. Your hands hold more nerve endings than any other body part. Touch can slow heart rate and reduce pain. Your body temperature drops slightly before sleep. Your pupils dilate when you see someone you love. The vagus nerve connects your gut, heart, and brain. Sleep is not rest, it's repair. The body has no single center. It is a network. Cells cooperate. They are never truly alone. The immune system remembers every invader. Pain thresholds change with attention. Laughter reduces cortisol and increases immunity. Light behaves like both a wave and a particle. Sound travels farther in the cold. Infrasound is below what we can hear, but elephants use it to speak. Light doesn't age. Shadows are faster than light, but they carry no mass. The quietest place on Earth can make you hear your heartbeat. Gravity has no known particle, but it shapes everything. Your shadow is always changing even when you don't notice. Some colors don't exist physically. They're invented by your brain. Sunlight contains all the colors. White is their fusion. Blue light suppresses melatonin more than any other wavelength. A whale song can travel 10,000 miles through water. Your ears never stop hearing. Your brain simply filters. Glass is a very slow liquid, not a true solid. Every color has a corresponding frequency. Music influences plant growth. Silence can be a form of communication. Birds adjust their songs in urban environments. Echoes change depending on the shape of a room. Infrared reveals heat. Ultraviolet reveals damage. Stars twinkle because of atmospheric turbulence. Bioluminescence evolved at least 40 separate times. Microwaves are a form of light. Time is measured by light's movement, not clocks. Binaural beats can affect brainwave activity. Some frogs freeze in winter and thaw in spring. Alive again. Magnetism can affect the direction of bacterial movement. You can't smell in your dreams. Some people hear colors. It's called synesthesia. You blink more when lying. 80. The Amazon rainforest produces 20% of the world's oxygen, yet consumes nearly as much. Even under extreme conditions, this holds. 81. Your bones are about 5 times stronger than steel of the same density. Even under extreme conditions, this holds. 82. There's enough DNA in the human body to stretch from the Earth to Pluto and back 17 times. Scientists only recently confirmed this. 83. Sharks have been around longer than trees, evolving over 400 million years ago, a phenomenon both rare and beautiful. 84. Sound travels 4 times faster in water than it does in air. It's part of why science is so humbling. 85. Water can boil and freeze at the same time in a process called the triple point. It's a quiet reminder of nature's complexity. 86. Saturn's moon Titan has lakes and rivers of liquid methane and ethane. Even under extreme conditions, this holds. 87. The human stomach gets a new lining every 3 to 4 days to prevent self-digestion. Scientists only recently confirmed this. 88. There's enough DNA in the human body to stretch from the Earth to Pluto and back 17 times. It's part of why science is so humbling. 89. Bananas are radioactive due to their high potassium content, specifically potassium 40. Even under extreme conditions, this holds. 90. The smell of rain, petrichor, comes from oils released by plants and bacteria called geosmin. It's part of why science is so humbling. 91. There's enough DNA in the human body to stretch from the Earth to Pluto and back 17 times. This happens every day, unnoticed. 92. The human stomach gets a new lining every 3 to 4 days to prevent self-digestion. Even under extreme conditions, this holds. 93. There's enough DNA in the human body to stretch from the Earth to Pluto and back 17 times. It's a quiet reminder of nature's complexity. 94. The Voyager 1 spacecraft is the farthest human-made object from Earth, over 14 billion miles away. Few people know this, but it's true. 95. Water can boil and freeze at the same time in a process called the triple point. Scientists only recently confirmed this. 96. Bananas are radioactive due to their high potassium content, specifically potassium 40. Few people know this, but it's true. 97. The Great Wall of China is held together with sticky rice in some parts. This can change how we understand the universe. 98. The Great Wall of China is held together with sticky rice in some parts. Scientists only recently confirmed this. 99. Bees can recognize human faces, a trait once thought to be unique to primates. This can change how we understand the universe. 100. The speed of light is not constant in all mediums. It slows down in water and glass. Even under extreme conditions, this holds. 101. Bananas are radioactive due to their high potassium content, specifically potassium 40. It's part of why science is so humbling. 102. Antibiotic resistance existed in bacteria long before humans discovered antibiotics. This can change how we understand the universe. 103. The Amazon rainforest produces 20% of the world's oxygen, yet consumes nearly as much. Scientists only recently confirmed this. 104th. Sound travels 4 times faster in water than it does in air. Scientists only recently confirmed this. 105. The human stomach gets a new lining every 3 to 4 days to prevent self-digestion, and the implications are still being studied. 106. The Voyager 1 spacecraft is the farthest human-made object from Earth, over 14 billion miles away. It's a quiet reminder of nature's complexity. 107. Jellyfish have survived 5 mass extinctions without brains or hearts. This happens every day, unnoticed. 108. The Amazon rainforest produces 20% of the world's oxygen, yet consumes nearly as much. A phenomenon both rare and beautiful. 109th. Sound travels 4 times faster in water than it does in air. This happens every day, unnoticed. 110th. Water can boil and freeze at the same time in a process called the triple point. A phenomenon both rare and beautiful. 111th. Sharks have been around longer than trees, evolving over 400 million years ago. Scientists only recently confirmed this. 112th. Antibiotic resistance existed in bacteria long before humans discovered antibiotics. This happens every day, unnoticed. 113. There's enough DNA in the human body to stretch from the Earth to Pluto and back 17 times. Few people know this, but it's true. 114th. Bananas are radioactive due to their high potassium content, specifically potassium 40. This happens every day, unnoticed. 115th. A single bolt of lightning contains enough energy to toast 100,000 slices of bread, a phenomenon both rare and beautiful. 116. The Voyager 1 spacecraft is the farthest human-made object from Earth, over 14 billion miles away. This can change how we understand the universe. 117. Water can boil and freeze at the same time in a process called the triple point, and the implications are still being studied. 118. Water can boil and freeze at the same time in a process called the triple point. This happens every day, unnoticed. 119th. Bananas are radioactive due to their high potassium content, specifically potassium 40. This can change how we understand the universe. 120th. Bees can recognize human faces, a trait once thought to be unique to primates, and yet we still don't fully understand why. 121. The human stomach gets a new lining every 3 to 4 days to prevent self-digestion, and yet we still don't fully understand why. 122nd. A single bolt of lightning contains enough energy to toast 100,000 slices of bread, and yet we still don't fully understand why. 123. Sharks have been around longer than trees, evolving over 400 million years ago. It's a quiet reminder of nature's complexity. 124. Saturn's moon Titan has lakes and rivers of liquid methane and ethane. Scientists only recently confirmed this. 125. The Eiffel Tower can be 15 centimeters taller during the summer due to metal expansion. Scientists only recently confirmed this. 126. The human stomach gets a new lining every 3 to 4 days to prevent self-digestion. This happens every day, unnoticed. 127. There's enough DNA in the human body to stretch from the Earth to Pluto and back 17 times, and yet we still don't fully understand why. 128th. Sound travels 4 times faster in water than it does in air. Few people know this, but it's true. 129th. Bananas are radioactive due to their high potassium content, specifically potassium 40, and the implications are still being studied. 130. A single bolt of lightning contains enough energy to toast 100,000 slices of bread. Few people know this, but it's true. 131. The speed of light is not constant in all mediums. It slows down in water and glass. It's part of why science is so humbling. 132. A teaspoon of neutron star material would weigh about 6 billion tons. And yet, we still don't fully understand why. 133rd. Antibiotic resistance existed in bacteria long before humans discovered antibiotics. And yet, we still don't fully understand why. 134. Your bones are about 5 times stronger than steel of the same density. It's a quiet reminder of nature's complexity. 135th. Jellyfish have survived 5 mass extinctions without brains or hearts. Even under extreme conditions, this holds. 136. The Great Wall of China is held together with sticky rice in some parts. Even under extreme conditions, this holds. 137. The speed of light is not constant in all mediums. It slows down in water and glass, and the implications are still being studied. 138. The smell of rain, petrichor, comes from oils released by plants and bacteria called geosmin, and the implications are still being studied. 139th. Sound travels 4 times faster in water than it does in air. This can change how we understand the universe. 140th. Saturn's moon Titan has lakes and rivers of liquid methane and ethane. Few people know this, but it's true. 141. A teaspoon of neutron star material would weigh about 6 billion tons. Few people know this, but it's true. 142. The speed of light is not constant in all mediums. It slows down in water and glass. And yet, we still don't fully understand why. 143rd. Water can boil and freeze at the same time in a process called the triple point. And yet, we still don't fully understand why. 144. Sound travels 4 times faster in water than it does in air. A phenomenon both rare and beautiful. 145. Jellyfish have survived 5 mass extinctions without brains or hearts, and yet we still don't fully understand why. 146. Bananas are radioactive due to their high potassium content, specifically potassium 40, and yet we still don't fully understand why. 147. A teaspoon of neutron star material would weigh about 6 billion tons. This happens every day, unnoticed. 148. A single bolt of lightning contains enough energy to toast 100,000 slices of bread. Scientists only recently confirmed this. 149th. Jellyfish have survived 5 mass extinctions without brains or hearts. It's a quiet reminder of nature's complexity. 150. Neutrinos from the sun pass through your body by the trillions every second. Few people know this, but it's true.